What's up guys, good to be back. So I've been using this bad boy in the background, the iPad Pro M1, for the past almost 4 years. And I wanna really share with you the real experiences that I had device for almost 4 years. And it's not gonna be your typical review that I just quote specs, I tell the same things the same people do on the internet. I'm just gonna share you the real experiences, the user experiences that I had with this product for over 4 years. And believe me, many things in my life have changed in the past 4 years. I did YouTube video, I work as a psychologist, I worked as a recruiter, and I was using this device for absolutely everything, and it's been killing for any content consumption, gaming, doing any sort of planning, readjusting my life. This device has been with me, and while it had plenty of limitations, the limitations of iPad OS are a very well-known fact, and the fact that this MacBook Air is right behind me tells you a lot about it. Because I was not able to use my iPad for everything. There are just certain aspects like multitasking, like the stupid limitations, the countless limitations of iPad OS that are there that make it impossible for me to do the work strictly from my iPad. Even when it comes to simple typing the documents that I need in the format that I need, or actually consulting my clients. I actually need the MacBook Air, and it was a killer deal that I got for that M1 MacBook Air. I'm also gonna review this product in some of my next videos, so stay tuned for that. Spoiler, M1 MacBook Air still absolutely worth it in the year of 2025. Gonna do a lot of your works. It's a fantastic laptop if you are on a budget, but that's for another video. When it comes to the iPad Pro, as I said, it's also the M1 configuration, and the interesting things I noticed about this product, how actually versatile it can be. Like, it has absolutely everything. The bar life after 4 years is still acceptable. It's nowhere near the level it should be, but it's still okay. The display, even though LCD, even though not the brightest, is still very colorful, very enjoyable, very smooth. It's not really that off from the current newest M4 iPad Pro. Actually, for some people it may be way easier for the eyes. It's actually very decent when it comes to content consumption, when it comes to overall usage of this product. And same goes with the overall specification. The speakers, the versatile USB-C, the microphones, staying up to date. It even has Apple Intelligence, which in my country currently I don't have, but honestly I don't care because the Apple Intelligence is an absolute mess. And if you want to have the great AI experience, just install Gemini or ChatGPT, and you are gonna use it way more for work or anything that you do than you will ever do Apple Intelligence at the current state. So that's all I'm gonna say. I'm not gonna focus half of my video like all other reviews are doing and just trashing Apple Intelligence. Yeah, it's bad. Apple really failed, disappointing, but when it comes to the overall iPad experience 4 years later, it's still fantastic. It's a magic piece of glass that you're gonna use for most of the things, whether it's browsing social media, watching videos, gaming, reading, maybe even doing some light multitasking that you can with the parameters of iPadOS. It's gonna work really well. And that M1 chip is still doing really good. I noticed that it's not as fast as it was 4 years ago. Maybe it's not that instant as it used to be because the software is heavier. This product is 4 years old, but it's still blazing, it's still perfectly smooth, very stable, it has very few bugs, and the overall experience of this iPad even 4 years later is terrific. And if you are thinking about getting yourself a great iPad, that M1 iPad Pro from 2021 is still a fantastic choice, and I can definitely recommend that. I'm still using that every day for signing documents, for simply reading, gaming, sometimes enjoying content. It's a very nice switch and very nice completion to my Apple ecosystem, and comes directly between MacBook and iPhone, which really Apple wanted. Apple wanted, for me to have MacBook, to have iPad, to have iPhone, and just, keep giving them cash for that. But that's actually the truth. These devices really complete themselves, and alone the iPad Pro can fail you. Alone, this is not the versatile product, not as versatile as you would need for a total laptop replacement. But it was not meant to be. It's in a way more than that, and in a way less than that. And That's just the way it is with iPads. And if you are thinking about buying one, it can be really useful. And you don't have to get the newest iPad to actually enjoy the benefits of iPad OS, of iPad Pro. You can get yourself 4-year-old iPad Pro, probably for way cheaper than any new iPad there is, and you're gonna have a terrific experience with that device. As I said, I'm using it for even editing videos, even working on my projects thanks to that iPad, and it works perfectly well. So the thing I can tell about iPad Pro 4 years later is that it's still terrific, it's still giving me all I want, and heck, I can recommend that, but you gotta know the limitations of this iPad, and you gotta realize that it's not gonna replace your MacBook, it's not gonna replace your iPhone. It's gonna be something more and something less at the same time. But if I recommend this product, heck yeah, it's a great product. Subscribe for more. Good to be back. Until next time.